Welcome to SaaS Reality, a podcast where two budding founders talk about their businesses. Join Simon and Dean to find out what it really takes to build, launch, and run a SaaS product. Morning, Dean.
Morning, Simon.
How are you doing?
Okay. Not so okay.
Not so okay.
No. Amazon have killed my product.
Right then, you did share this with me, but probably go into more detail.
Yeah, Amazon have, as of the 23rd, released something called resource optimization recommendations, which is basically the key feature that I was building with Cloud Periscope, which is to analyze your reserved instances and make recommendations and also find idle instances. And they've put it into their console free. So,
oh, right. That's the feature that you went to MicroConf with the idea of Cloud Doc, and you came out with the idea of Cloud Insight / Periscope / what AWS has just released.
Yeah, kind of. A lot of the customer development I did, a lot of that was actually after MicroConf as well.
Yeah.
Was showing that people wanted to know when they were wasting money and needed to turn these things off, which is why I pivoted from the original documentation angle.
I mean, I had a look at the Price Explorer and I didn't really think it was going to do what you were going to say, what you're doing.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
Yeah, the resource cost optimization recommendations. So it's when you go into the Cost Explorer, it's the last icon on the bottom.
Will it literally say go and buy 2 more reserved instances? And
yeah, you could save $200 a month by buying this reserved instance, or you have these 5 EC2 instances that are running that look idle. So we recommend terminating them.
Oh.
Yeah, which is exactly what I was building.
Where do you go from here then?
I don't know. I kind of do now, I think. As you can imagine, I was pretty bummed about it. It's like, oh dear. But yeah, I very nearly came to the decision of canning the project completely. Just spinning it and starting something else.
You now know the feeling of DigitalOcean announcing that they will one day do daily backups.
Yeah, sure.
At least I have a product.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, as you know, I've got a couple of other products waiting in the sidelines. One is smallish, one is quite a big one. And I'm waiting for my wife to get some spare time to help me on that because she's the domain expert. So I revisited those.
Yeah.
But I have actually made a decision and I am going to continue building what I'm building. All of the work that I've put in, most of it is foundational anyway.
Yep.
Because I was still going to have an element of the documentation, advisories for best practices. So the only thing is that I won't need to actually work out whether an instance is idle or not. I can just query the API now. AWS will tell me. So
okay,
I can present that to the user. So I need to find the value somewhere else in the application. But it still goes back to the original idea, dealing with clients. You've got a brand new infrastructure you've never seen before. You need to find your way around it. The console is goddamn awful. You can't see all your instances in every region at one go unless you use AWS config, which then is extra costs and very fiddly to set up. So it's a tool that I want. So I'm going to continue building it for the documentation side. And it's
okay.
I had a look through my Evernote last night as well. And there's a list of features there that were looking at other things, advisories like open security groups or RDS servers in publicly accessible and things like this. So
are you worried that AWS will come out and release those as features?
Well, they sort of have in a way anyway, already with Trusted Advisor, AWS config, but it's all very fiddly. It's all over the place.
Okay. My next question is, when you were talking to people and how many of them were talking about features like this?
Not many.
Not many. Okay.
So that's another thing. I think I've got to revisit the customer development and actually read the MOM test again and go back to the people that I spoke to.
Yes.
The initial customer development was with consultancies, agencies that have multiple clients. They were very interested in something like the documentation tool.
Okay.
But also wanted to be able to do the cost stuff, which is now part of AWS.
So if anything, it could be a benefit that you now no longer have to code that or maintain it.
Yeah, apart from I've done a lot of coding already for that, but it's not production ready code. So yeah, there's still time saved there.
Yes. It's like some cost now though, isn't it?
Yeah. So what's done is done.
Hmm.
I'm still continuing to do my AWS certifications.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to carry on with this, really, I think.
How's your mood around the whole thing?
Getting better.
Getting better.
It was pretty low, I have to say, from Wednesday onwards. The announcement came out on the 23rd, Tuesday. I saw it on the 24th and actually took a look at what it was. And my world fell apart.
Kind of a crushing feeling, isn't it? I've had it.
Yeah.
Maybe not in the same sense, but like working on a product, getting so far down the road and then going, no. It's like a real depressing feeling.
It is. And I think partly I consider myself quite successful in that I've not dug in. Over the last 3 years, I've looked at many, many things. And part of my success is that I've quit when I know I should.
Yes, I think that's probably the worst thing, isn't it? Just to keep trundling along, but without any actual like passion or interest.
Yeah.
You've stopped, but you haven't admitted defeat.
Yeah. Which I did do to a degree when I was building Website Watchdog.
Yes.
That kind of dragged on. But I had other things going on in my personal life with family illnesses and stuff that was also contributing to issues around that. So I think for the moment, while I'm still doing my AWS certifications, certainly for the next couple of months, I'm just going to carry on with this because it is helping me uncover services and get my head around everything AWS, building this stuff. So most exams you can just study and pass, but it's always useful to have some real world hands-on experience of using AWS.
Yeah, I definitely have to have the real world experience.
Yeah, so I've got 2 exams scheduled in August. Whether I pass them or not is a different matter, but I probably want to do a pro cert before the end of the year. So certainly for the next couple of months, I'm going to carry on and just have it as a sidecar to doing my certification.
Yeah.
And we'll see how it shakes out.
Yeah, I really think you need to go small.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd love to see the product out and in front of people in months, not like half a year's time.
Yeah, the foundational stuff is actually pulling and recording the data, which is pretty much in a rough sense. So that can be completed relatively quickly. And I just need to work on the UI stuff. So actually getting something for the user to use. So I reckon, I'm going for the end of August. By the time I've done my 2 certifications, I hope to have something that you can try out. Committing to that.
Yeah. Commit.
Yeah. So just focusing on documenting, pulling all your resources into one console where you can just see every EC2 instance you're running in every region, all in one view.
Yep. I look forward to seeing it and using it.
Yeah, whether it survives as a product beyond September, October is still open, but we'll see.
Yeah.
So pretty doom and gloom at the moment. But I've put a lot of thinking time in over the last couple of days. I think there are areas where I can add value. I don't think it's going to be a massive thing like it would have been with the cost saving stuff. But maybe
that's a good thing. Maybe.
Yeah, we all want that big win, don't we? But are we geared up for it?
Yeah. You know, you're ready to go and take funding and...
on the upside, I just got a notice this morning that I've got $3,000 in AWS credits because I'm going through startup school. So,
oh, okay. How'd you do that?
I joined startup school.
Startup school.
Yeah, it's part of Y Combinator. It's a freebie. It's just like a 10-week course. Just got to watch some videos and participate in a half-hour group session once a week. But they organize loads of deals. And after you graduate, as in you've done 8 out of 10 group sessions, you can apply to Y Combinator. If you don't get in, you might get a $15,000 grant, equity free, no strings attached grant.
Oh, maybe I'll sign up.
Yeah, Try and get into the next one. It's worth it, even if it's just for the AWS credits, to be honest.
It says here applications are open until the 4th of August.
Oh, right. Yes, that's it. Yeah.
And the course begins on the 22nd of July.
Yeah, I did the first group session last night.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I do remember seeing an email that they've kept it open. Yeah, get in there.
How much do you have to participate?
You have to watch the video each week, which is about half an hour. And then there's a group session, a video session that you teamed up with. You teamed up with 3 to 4 other companies. There's only one guy turned up last night on mine. So we spent half an hour just chatting and that's it.
Oh, right.
Oh, you have to do a weekly update, which takes about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Just to fill in a form to say, this is what I did last week. This is what I'm aiming to. These are how many people I've spoken to.
Okay. Oh, I might have a look. Might not actually go through with it. Having a call in the evening is a bit of a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it's 8 o'clock on a Thursday. There are other times you can do.
Yeah.
I think you can do 4 p.m. as well.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's more convenient.
Mm.
Oh, cool. Have a look at that.
It's worth it. I mean, you don't have to do the group sessions to qualify for the deals.
Yeah. My AWS credit expires in November, so I kind of want to get some more.
Yeah, you probably need to create a new account.
Oh, okay. It will kind of apply to it.
On AWS, because as ever with these AWS credits, if you've received credits before,
yeah,
you may not be eligible. It doesn't take much to start.
No.
AWS account.
Just annoying.
Mm.
Cool.
That's my doom and gloom anyways.
Yeah.
Just to wrap up my bit, actually, take tonight and the weekend to just refocus, go through my Evernote stuff, determine exactly what I want to put out, what I can put out as a minimum, and go for it.
Cool. Sounds like a plan.
Ultimately.
Been a bit of a busy week, really, to be honest. I'd say the first real customer we've had lots of support with is coming up to potentially the end of their trial, and they're all set up. So I'm about 95% convinced that they're going to go through to paid.
Cool. First paying customer.
Then somebody else has entered their card. They started a trial ages ago and then never did anything, but then have come back, activated and put a card in. So in theory, they should be billed. But I just cancelled the billing because they've actually done anything and I don't want to charge back.
Mm-hmm.
But they're now starting to get their account set up. So they want to send emails just on charge fails.
Right. Okay.
Just a couple of friendly emails. So just helping them get set up. And then somebody else came in, set up workflow, put their card in, but haven't set up their email yet. DNS. So I'm not sure whether they're going to do that. I've emailed them, but not heard back. So potentially there's 3 people in the pipeline.
That's exciting.
To start paying. Yeah. We'll see how it goes.
It's not going to buy you a Tesla or anything, but it's the start, isn't it? It's the validation.
Yeah. It'll start offsetting the costs of Postmark and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. You've been talking with them quite a lot and helping them out and guiding them through.
I've been talking to the guy with the donation system pretty regularly, which has been really good. And once he's all set up, I need to just go back through the whole email chain and ticket up things that I've seen and start improving things. But yeah, it's looking good. There's just so much stuff to do. The queue in Clubhouse is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. There's more small issues. But yeah.
What about the other one who's just come back to it and started to set up workflows? You've spoken to them much?
Yes. So we've had a bit of back and forth on email support. So they were asking whether a particular use case was possible. So I said, yep.
That's what it's built for.
It's another person who doesn't have a subscription business.
Really?
Yeah. I know. I talked to my partner about this and I was like the first person who signed up is just not really what their business was for. She just couldn't comprehend what would happen. So they didn't build it for that. No. Okay. Well, what did you spend your time doing? Well, it's kind of a side effect of what I built was it supports that. So
yeah, that's really interesting, isn't it? What about the third one? Is that a subscription business or don't you know yet?
I think it is. Yeah. The third one is, they're sending a bespoke email when someone starts a subscription.
Right. Okay.
This raises a question I want to talk to you about is how to do the trials on Automailing. Because at the moment I've got a 14-day trial. Someone signs up, they instantly start a trial for 14 days, but they have to provide their card if they ever want to send an email.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if that's the right way to go about it. So, for example, the person who signed up more than 14 days ago, they added their card recently because they wanted to like try it out. It's kind of like a weird, are they still in a trial? Are they not in a trial? It feels like I need to change the way it works.
Wouldn't you say it's a trial from the point they send their first email?
I could do, but
They open the account and don't actually do anything. Is it really a trial?
true. But the issue is I am processing their Stripe events.
Right. Okay.
There is like a cost. So maybe I need to, I don't know. I mean, I kind of like the idea of maybe you come in, you can play around. You have to put your card in to be able to send an email, which actually like 3 people put their cards in already. So I feel like it's not too much of a barrier to send an email, put a card in.
No.
And then when do you start the trial? And do I say, you won't be charged until you send your first email?
Do you allow them to send emails on the trial?
Yes. As soon as there's a card, they can send emails.
Okay. Because in theory, you could sign up, put your card in, not have a charge failed for 6 months, couldn't? And all that time you're processing their event.
Yeah. I'm not sure how likely of a use case that is, like someone signing up and not doing anything for a while.
Good point.
I mean, for example, someone could be setting up, like, you could have signed up, put your card in for Cloud Periscope, and then you wouldn't have sent an email by now. Still.
No, that's right.
But then again, I'm not really processing much in that scenario because you're not doing much.
Yeah.
I'm not sure the best model, really, for this. At the moment, I feel like it's broken, and I'm going to have to, like, manually correct things.
I guess if you're not processing any Stripe events, then you can just say, okay, trial hasn't started yet. But if you are, that's where the value is, isn't it? It's
Well, so you sign up, you're not on a trial, you connect your Stripe account, you then start your trial.
So I sign up, put my card in, connect my Stripe account.
You don't have to put your card in until you want to send an email.
Yeah, but if I do.
Yeah.
But if there's no Stripe events to process, then you could just say, all right, it's like Cloud Periscope, it's not charging anyone at the moment. There's nothing going through Stripe.
Yeah.
You could just say the trial starts from when you connect your Stripe account and we start processing the events.
Yeah. I don't know. As soon as you connect your Stripe account, I'm going to be processing events, whether you have no data in there or not. I get all of the events that happen. So, yeah, I don't know.
Is there any way not to process the events unless they've got a card in?
Potentially, yeah. It's just, in that case, I'd have to like rescan their Stripe account when they're ready to send, when they're ready to activate. So I kind of wanted you to be able to use the system right up to the point of like activating the workflow.
Okay.
But I'm not sure.
How much of a cost is it to have?
At the moment, nothing, because I'm not paying for server resources.
Yeah. Until that becomes a problem.
Yeah.
If you've got 2,000 accounts on there and you're having to spin up another couple of servers or something, then you might have to rethink it.
No. So what are you proposing then? You sign up, you're not in a trial, you connect your Stripe account, you're then in a trial. And then once you add your card, you can then send actual emails, or?
I would say for the moment, just as soon as you enter your card, you're in the trial. I know you'll be processing Stripe hooks, but that's good test data and making sure it all works. And if it's not really costing anything, you don't have to change anything.
I'm not convinced.
But that's where your cost center is, isn't it? It's sending the emails and processing those events.
Maybe I just feel bad, like that person has signed up on a trial, the trial's expired, and they put their card in, and they're still not doing anything. Now, like, it's not kind of my right to charge them because they've agreed to the subscription fee.
Yeah, I mean,
but on the other hand, like they haven't activated, so it's not really. Like I kind of want to like protect my churn numbers and stuff.
Yeah, and you could just contact them and say, "Oh, welcome back. We see you've put your card in, so we're resetting your trial period now."
Yeah,
I mean, obviously that doesn't scale.
No,
you don't need it to at the moment.
No. Yeah, maybe it's just not as much of a problem at the moment until I get more people in, and I'm having more issues with that. Either way, it's going to be like, at the moment it kind of works. If I change it, it's going to be more dev time.
And when it gets to the point where you've got to spin up a spot fleet in AWS to handle all the Stripe hooks,
yeah,
that's when it's a problem, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll leave it as it is. I guess before September, when I have to code in the SEA stuff with Stripe, I'll have a look at what the best model is. Because if you take a card pre-subscription, you have to kind of do it in a weird way. So I'll have a look there.
The customer's value is sending those emails out automatically.
Yeah.
It's whether you want to eat the cost of processing all those Stripe hooks.
I kind of like the idea of like, there's no trial, but you will get charged the first time an email gets sent. Maybe. And then have a money back guarantee, like a 30-day money back guarantee. And maybe not having a trial at all. Like you can come in, you can set up your account, but if you want to start sending emails, you got to put your card in and you'll get charged the first time an email gets sent.
No, I don't like that.
Do you not?
No, that could build up and you could be spending a lot of money on servers, just processing Stripe hooks for people.
Or people who don't have it activate. I could set like a soft limit, like if you don't activate within 30 days, we'll deauth your account.
I think it's fair to say you got 30 days from entering your card and then we start charging.
Oh, what? And just trial after the card entered?
Yeah.
Yeah, good too.
You're not going to be sending emails. And at the moment, processing the Stripe data is not that big a deal. And then revisit it when it starts to become a big deal.
Yeah. Okay. I'll write down my options and see.
Yeah.
Either way, it's just dev work, isn't it? It's just like, ugh.
Yeah, you've got other things to build first. Yeah, more important things, I think. If somebody comes back after a while, you can always just restart their trial, can't you?
Yeah.
If you don't want to charge them straight away because they've been sat on their hands for a couple of months. So.
Cool. So that's basically the big news. I guess the other stuff I did last week was I released the new marketing website.
Which looks quite nice.
Thank you.
I do like it. I do like the style.
Some people have had a look through and there's quite a few things I need to fix. Not really much with the marketing copy, just more alignment issues and capitalization and stuff.
Yeah, I will try and find some time to have a read of the copy as well. Just really glanced over it, but it does look nice.
Yeah. So I'm glad with that. And I just need to start collecting more. I've got a Hotjar set up. So on the homepage now, there's like 3 areas to say like, how can we help your business? Like, are you interested in recovering payments, onboarding, or like custom Stripe events? And I'm kind of just using Hotjar really to sort of gauge what visitors are most interested in. Because they're kind of like 3 different features, but
yeah, 3 different use cases.
3 features that can all be achieved with the set. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
You see which one is the winner.
Yeah. You never know. It might come back around to SaaS recovery. Hopefully.
I'm sure it will eventually. Yeah. Once it gets known as a product and what it can do for SaaS businesses, I think you'll see it pick up then. I think that's a good place to wrap up.
Okay. Thanks for listening to the SaaS Reality podcast. Why not head over to saasreality.com and become part of our Slack community? You can send questions to podcast@saasreality.com and we'd look forward to answering them. And give us a rating. Give us a rating. Wherever you listen to podcasts, please give us a rating.
Please.
And tweet about us and put it on the homepage, like the top of your CV. I don't know. Just go into the Apple store and put it on all of the laptops. Anything.
Oh, what a great idea.
Yeah. Cool. So I'll catch you next week, Dean, and we'll see how your weekend of reflection has panned out.
Okay, Simon. Yeah, good to speak as always.
Cool. Catch you later.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye.